Welcome to Agents of Screen and another edition of the Monthly Reel. This is your April edition. We are going to be breaking down April's biggest movie releases. We're going to give you release dates. We're going to give you why you should see it, why you shouldn't see it. I say April's Monthly Reel edition. Let's be honest with ourselves. This is the Endgame edition. This is the Endgame month. But we will get into that in a minute.
Going there straight away, yeah?
We are. Who have I got here with me? I've got to my left. If you're watching this on YouTube, technically, is it to your right? Anyway, I've got
the person
Miles.
in the orange jumper, or if you're listening to it, the person speaking right now. My name is Miles.
Wow.
You've heard me before. You've seen me on YouTube. All 17 of you, you know. And obviously, who else? Who else?
Man. Yes, you've seen me also. It's Adam. Yeah, I don't know what to say to that. 17.
Yeah, that's all we need to know.
And they all know about Vivian.
What's that?
Shout out Vivian.
Yeah, go shout out Vivian.
Vivian, yeah. So this is how you guys been doing anyway. We haven't spoken a while, have we?
I've been good. I feel good, even though I might look a bit trash. I'm a bit ill, if I'm being honest.
Oh, you're alright, man.
Like my throat is a bit.
You're good. You're good, man. You're good.
Why are you sick? Anything? You been up to anything?
No, nothing at all. You know, I just live a very simple, very relaxed lifestyle. Just drink water when I can. Just watch TV, spend time with my family. Very simple.
Fair enough. What about you, Adam? You been up to anything?
No, not really. I've just been chilling out. You know, trying to step things up. I'm just trying to work on what Miles saying there. That it's just simple life. Drinks water.
Yeah. Did you eat anything bad recently?
Boy. So, before we get on with April, March. How was March for you guys? It was an interesting month. We had Captain Marvel that we have on our YouTube channel. We reviewed that. That got very mixed reviews within the agents itself, but it's gonna do $1 billion. It's gone over 900 million now, so it's gonna do $1 billion. So. Obviously, this is the Captain Marvel podcast, but just a little recap. March we saw the release of Captain Marvel. How did you guys? Quick. Now you've had time to digest it since the review.
I'll keep it short. In terms of the origin movies, I think it's possibly one of the weakest ones we've had from Marvel so far. That being said, it was still a solid movie. I enjoyed it, but in terms of the scale, I think it's one of the worst origin movies we've had. Felt like a filler between.
Yeah.
The Avengers.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, did we really need that movie? Is it essential? I don't know.
I mean,
are they just introducing her to write her in Endgame for the sake of it? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, March. I know what you're saying. I mean, we'll get into Endgame in a minute, and I suppose her role and what she will play. But moving forward to April, March wasn't the best for movie releases. April is going to be a bigger month. There's some good movies coming out. We've got 4 we're going to break down for you.
Just four?
4 movies that are coming out in April.
You're missing one, surely.
We'll see.
We'll go through. We'll see what we've got.
We'll break it down.
Can I finish?
4 movies that are coming out that are going to be worth your time, and one that is possibly But we're going to give it to you anyway.
Yes.
And we're going to start with the
Really?
That's going to upset some people.
We're going to start with the
Which one's that? I want to know myself. What are you thinking?
So we kick off April's movie releases with Pet Sematary.
Yeah.
Oh.
The reason I'm saying
that's
I'm not a horror movie fan. I've seen the original Pet Sematary. It scarred me a little bit. I'm not going to be watching this one personally. But I know you guys are a bit more horror fans, so I'm going to throw it over to you, Miles. When is Pet Sematary out?
Pet Sematary is out at the very beginning of April on the 4th. Should we just get into what it's about?
Yeah.
If you haven't known, obviously it's based on a Stephen King novel. The man himself has said of all the novels he's written, this is his most scary one.
I did hear that. I've not read it, but I have heard that.
According to him, not me. Obviously, the original came out in like the 80s or the early 90s, something like this.
I think it was the 80s. Yeah. I mean, I saw it in the 80s, so yeah, it must be the 80s. Yeah.
Wow, you've been alive for a very long time.
Very wise.
But moving swiftly ahead. This current one, the 2019 version, is basically a family relocate to a very rural area, and upon moving there, they discover a mysterious burial ground that allegedly has resurrection properties.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Pets that were thought to be dead come back to life, and according to the trailer, the protagonist's daughter dies in a tragic accident, and from that point on, it spirals into a chain of events that has terrible consequences. You can only imagine what he might try to do with that resurrection side.
So basically, when the pets come back alive, they don't come back
the same
as the fluffy.
No, it's not the fluffy.
As Mittens that you know. It's an evil Mittens.
He doesn't want catnip anymore.
Right.
What does it want?
He doesn't want to lick milk.
What does it want to lick?
I'm not sure. You have to watch the movie to find out.
I mean, just to me, it just sounds like. Don't get me wrong. If it's based on the original and it's a remake, it's just your typical killers. This in this instance being pets, and
I don't think
trying to get away and stop it. It's just standard horror.
It won't be. Listen, for the man himself, Stephen King say it's the scariest novel he's ever written. Fair enough. Now it's coming back to the big screen. So how true it's gonna be, I don't know yet. However, I think it's gonna be a good film. I reckon it's gonna be scary.
I think he finished.
Well, I'm not quite, because Greg's saying about the pets. It's not just the pets. Miles alluded to it. His daughter dies.
There was
his daughter dies.
In the trailer, there was a few little kids around doing
exactly. His daughter dies. He can't handle it. He can't cope without her, so he digs her back up and buries her at this pet cemetery.
So to say, like, I was like, I was a bit in the trailers that I've seen, but the very last one that we saw, I thought, this is...
Yeah, I like the trailer.
This looks interesting, and the main actor, I think his name is Jason Clarke, I think. He's a good actor. So it did intrigue me.
The old man, is it John Lithgow?
John Lithgow.
Is it Lithgow?
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
I do like
him.
He's a good actor.
He was in Planet of the Apes as well.
He was.
And he was in
Further Off from the Sun.
Further Off from the Sun, yeah. He was
I heard that's a show my dad used to watch.
Yeah, so I know what you're saying about horrors, because we've seen quite a few horrors that've been disappointing. The Nun. What was the last one we saw? Slender Man. Us was disappointing.
Well, yeah, we actually didn't. We should have touched on Us. That's another movie we had just seen in the last month. Again, review is out for your viewing pleasure if you want to see that. See, with Us, I'm happy to go and watch Us because it had a little bit of a story, a bit of a little psychological twist to it.
Makes you think.
But these sort of movies, they're just designed to scare you, isn't it? Shock you. They're not interested. Okay, personally.
Fair enough.
So anticipation levels for you guys, Pet Sematary, as you know, for me, I've made it perfectly clear. It's not something I'm going to watch. But you guys... we're going to see it as a group. Agents of S.C.R.E.E.N will be reviewing that film. You can check out that review shortly. But for you guys, what?
Probably about 5, probably.
5?
Yeah.
Well, out of 10.
Out of 10.
So I was going to say a 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. What's that out of 10?
Like 6.
Like 6, yeah. 6, 7.
Not
6
much
and a half.
difference, but yeah. I'm interested.
Okay.
I hope it exceeds my expectation.
So if you guys want to check that out, 5th of April, yeah? Is that what you said?
4th
of April. Depending on your cinema, I guess.
What else we got coming up?
The same day, really, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the day after.
So when you guys go and see Pet Sematary, actually, I might not even see this one either.
What?
No, I'm joking.
Crazy.
But it's a very highly anticipated movie. I'm intrigued by this. I am not your typical DC. I am going to say it. I am not your typical DC fan. I'm coming across quite negative.
You are. Say the name. Come on.
I'm not your typical DC fan. However, this has intrigued me. So released on the 5th of April is Shazam.
Shazam!
Oh, is that how you say?
That's how you say it.
You're definitely not worthy because you didn't change.
I know. But I'm a bit sick, so maybe that's okay.
So based in the DCEU, which is the extended universe. They're very confusing extended universe. This film is in the same universe as Wonder Woman, as Batman vs Superman. Suicide Squad? Well, that's been rebooted. But what's it all about? Go on, tell me, what's it about?
Shazam. So I'm like you, Greg. I'm not the biggest DC fan. I haven't read the comics for Shazam. But from what I understand, Shazam, so it's a young boy named Billy Batson.
Billy Batson, 40 years old, orphan.
He stumbles or gets stuck on the train. He stumbles across some I don't know, is it alternate world, something like that. He gets some powers. He gets the powers of Shazam. So he says the name Shazam, and he grows up to be in a superhero's body, a 30-year-old man's body, basically. So he's gone from a kid to an adult. He hasn't got a clue how to use his powers. Doesn't even know what powers he's got. He's learning about it. So you've got to think, if you were a kid and you get superhero powers, what kind of mayhem are you gonna be?
Can't even
gonna be
imagine
wreaking. I think it's gonna be a good film. I think
old is he?
superhero films. What the kid? Billy
The
Batson.
kid when he's
14.
Is he? He's a teenager, young
14,
teenager.
yeah.
But yeah, when you get films, superhero films with a bit of comedy in there, I think it's a very good mix. I think this could be, Batman aside, this could be the best DC films yet.
Yeah, from the trailer, it looks very comedic. They're relying heavily on comedy in this movie, which is a change from your typical DC movie. Which is why I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see this.
And they're definitely giving that angle. And obviously, you have the angle of a boy changing into a man, but he's not just a normal boy. He's a troubled young man. You know, he has a crutch. So I'm assuming he has some type of disability, as well as he's an orphan. He's been going from foster home to foster home to foster home. You know, he finally found his home with a group of other orphans, and now he's been given this power. So that has another element to play into the whole movie.
Because he's chosen for this power, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's chosen. He didn't ask for it or want it or look for it. He was
Stumble upon it.
But you know,
Bitten by a spider.
early screenings have been out for this film for the last 2 weeks, I believe. So the early reviews are in, and from what we can see, they seem quite positive. They seem overwhelmingly positive, actually. So Shazam seems like it could be an early contender for the first outstanding film that we've seen this year, maybe. Maybe. Possibly. They haven't
trying to think back now. It hasn't been
an outstanding film.
It's been good. It's been a slow and steady start to the year. But you're right. There's nothing that stood out.
This is going to be a good film.
This could be it.
This is definitely going to be good.
Anticipation levels. Then I'm kicking it off straight. 7 out of 10 for me. Looking forward to it.
I'd go with that.
It'll not be expecting too much either.
Because even from a comic book standpoint, like Shazam isn't like an A-list character.
This is what I mean.
Even in the comics, he's not an A-list character, so it'll be interesting to see.
But then, just to bring it back to Marvel, neither were the Guardians of the Galaxy, and now they're household names. So you never know. This movie could,
great films.
This movie could propel Shazam into the mainstream audience.
I think it will do.
So you guys looking forward to it, then? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I think it's going to be very good.
Cool.
What else we got?
Moving on to I was going to say, is it another superhero? Is it a superhero?
Is it
released on
anti-villain?
Anti-villain, yeah.
Anti-hero.
Anti-hero,
sorry, yeah.
Released on, I believe the 12th.
11th.
Is the remake, reboot, you guys can explain more.
I don't want
Hellboy.
I don't want to explain.
Hellboy.
I'm upset they've even done this, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it seems quite... Hellboy is it's based on a character, on a graphic novel. It's not Marvel, not DC.
Yeah.
Some Dark Horse comics, I believe. It's been done before. It feels quite soon after the original films. And then there were 3.
There was 3. And they were 3 good films. I like them.
Yeah, I mean,
I was a fan of the original Hellboy, so when I heard that they're rebooting it, I was thinking, what for?
So is it a reboot or is it a remake? Is this like a continuation?
As far as I'm aware, it's a reboot. It's not a continuation. It's a new stories, and it's just like I just don't know why they've done it. Even when I seen the trailer.
Well, you're saying you don't know why they've done it.
Well,
you just said you enjoyed the previous incarnation.
But
of
this doesn't look like they've improved on it at all. It looks the same to me.
The same, bearing in mind that you said you enjoyed.
Yeah,
but if you're gonna remake something, make it better.
And from the trailer as well.
2013, the original.
Really? That's quite recent.
Oh, that was quite recent. I didn't realise it was that recent.
And the trailer looks... I want this film to be good. I'm rooting for it. But the trailer doesn't look good at all. The trailer looks quite cheap.
The actor for Hellboy, Hopper in Stranger Things.
Yeah. I like him as an actor.
I like him as an actor too. So I'm and the thing is, he's got big boots to fill, for me personally.
Yeah, Ron Perlman.
There you go.
Stand corrected. Sorry, not 2013, 2004. I was looking at the wrong thing.
Oh, for God's sake.
I know. One job, innit?
Can you be trusted?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trust me. I've got you, Miles.
No problem.
Don't worry.
So there you go, 2004. That it's worthy of a reboot, if you like you said, for a new generation. I'm prepared to give it a go. Again, probably not as much as Shazam. 6 out of 10 for me. But it is something I will see. It's not something I'll skip. I'll give it a chance.
Yeah, I mean, I'll watch it as well, just because I want to see how it stands up. Like I said, I was a big fan of the first one that came out. I thought it was really good, quite a unique spin on it all.
Well, what is it?
I'll
explain
say 5
it then,
out of 10.
just quickly.
So,
very quickly.
Very quickly.
Like
Cool.
Because you said you're a fan of the original. Who is Hellboy?
Hellboy is from hell. He is from hell. They open up the portal.
Hellboy's a boy from hell.
He's a boy from hell. There you go.
Let's move on.
Perfect. So the Nazis, they're doing all their crazy experiments back in the world wars and that, and they open up a portal to hell. While they've done this, a baby has actually somehow got through, and he's been raised in the human world.
Right.
But not by the Nazis.
Not by the Nazis, no, by the good old Americans.
So is he good or bad?
He's good. He's good. But
he
hates his fucking horns.
He was he was originally created to wreak havoc among mankind. So yeah.
Well, listen. Like I said, for me, I'm gonna give it a go. What about you guys?
Yeah, I am not looking forward to it. This of the movies we've previously mentioned, this is probably my least favorite thus far.
This is more than Pet Sematary.
Alright, well, I'm gonna move on to another
Okay.
Is this controversial? I don't know.
I don't know, it might be. What is it?
The movie is called Little. And that and that is released on the same day as Hellboy, I believe.
I'm
which is
watching
the
Hellboy.
12th of April.
12th of April.
It's doing good traction online. It's proved to be a highly anticipated movie. Miles, you've done a trailer reaction for this. You both did it. Oh yeah, of course. Sorry, Adam. You both did a trailer reaction for this.
You can check that out, of course, on Agents
you can check that out.
YouTube / Agents of Screen.
Brace yourself though. Miles was a lot of racial slurs in there from Miles.
Wow.
In your trailer reaction, and up to now, how you guys feeling about this film? And what's it about?
Basically, a little girl.
People have described it as the female Big.
No,
is
it's
that
not.
accurate?
No, it's not. It's not. I'll let Miles explain it because to be fair, the young actress in it, Miles, you know her name.
Yeah, Marseille Martin. I love her.
So fair play to her. So she's from the show Blackish. And to be fair, she's seen the film Big or heard of the film Big, and she was inspired by it, and she had this great idea to do sort of like a reversal of Big, where an adult becomes a little.
Big, you're referring to the Tom Hanks Big.
I am, yes.
Where a little boy turns into an adult. Are we talking about Shazam?
We're not talking about Shazam. But Big is an amazing film. Amazing film. I don't know. Looking at the trailer for this, I don't think it stands out. The only good thing about this is that you got to give mad respect to the girl here because she's actually produced it all and came up with all herself, which is crazy.
She's like 12?
She's like 13, 14, something like that.
Yeah, big props for that. That's an amazing achievement.
But
the movie still got to be good.
Yeah.
And is it?
I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I'm gonna say
What do you think?
Yeah, I'm interested to see. I mean, on paper, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be great, but I want to give it a chance. I'm prepared to give this more of a chance than say like a Hellboy, for instance. But we'll see how it is.
And when's that released? Sorry,
on the April the 12th.
Oh, April 12th. Sorry, yeah, exactly the same time as Hellboy.
As Hellboy, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. For me, I think I'm just got a hang up about it, thinking I think Big is so good, and I just can't see how.
So you have to kind of take that out.
Yeah, I know. Like,
for me,
I've got a hang up though.
This movie is oh look, Little's on Sky Movies. Oh, come on then, let's give that a watch.
Yeah, Channel 5.
That's for me. No, not
Channel 5 Sunday evening.
Sky Movies, oh, didn't realise that came out. They normally come out on Sky Movies, good 4, 5, 6 months later. Definitely watch it. Would I go to the cinema to watch it? I doubt it.
Yeah,
I'm just being honest, I doubt it.
But you can.
But we will review
But that's just our opinion.
I think so.
I'm sure, like I said, it is it's doing good traction online. A lot of people are looking forward to this. So if this is your sort of movie,
yeah, that's got a lot of traction.
Go and check it out. Let us know how it goes.
Yeah. And check out the trailer reaction as well. Make sure you look at that.
Yeah, give us a comment on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube / Agents of Screen, of course.
And let us know that if we're wrong. Because we have been wrong before.
You might be wrong, but I'm
not
definitely not.
The reason, I'll be honest with you, the reason I'm not going to watch this film is because I need time to prep and prepare.
What for? What are we prepping for? Tell him, Greg.
Are you going through a midlife crisis, or is there something
Miles, man, there's no time for that. Come on, get to it.
The reason.
Come on, I want to hear
reason.
It. Say it.
On the 12th of April, I will not be going to see Little or Hellboy. It's because I will be meditating.
Oh.
and I'll be preparing the mind
Before.
for April's, possibly the year's biggest
What about
movie
the decades?
release. Ooh, the decade.
Maybe. We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. Of course, I'm talking about Marvel's End
Jeez.
Game.
Ah.
Guys, come on. We need more excitement than that.
Absolutely.
Marvel's End.
Come on! Come on! Was that too much?
Boy.
I mean, it wasn't too much, but I mean, yeah. So maybe.
But no, Avengers Endgame. Listen,
it's gonna be
this is, you don't need a synopsis for this.
Yeah,
No, you do not need a
don't
synopsis.
need to bother
This
going through
follows straight after the events of Infinity War. Your favorite heroes are not.
Listen, I gotta say.
Listen, let me explain.
I'm too excited.
Let me explain. Relax.
I'm too excited.
Relax. Your favorite heroes
Let me
is
take
now a pile of ash. Who is going to save them? Is
sorry.
Thanos going to be stopped?
Sorry, can I just stop you there?
No, I know what you're gonna say. Don't mention.
No one
Tony.
cares Iron Man. No
My
one cares for
favourite hero
Iron
is
Man.
not Ash.
No, he's lost in
But
space.
anyway, keep going.
But yeah, who's gonna stop Thanos? Is it gonna be Captain Marvel?
Hope
Is
not.
it? Who's gonna save Tony Stark from space?
He's gonna save himself.
Who's gonna die? Who's gonna die?
No, that's my question for you
That's
two.
what we need to
That's what I
find
wanna know.
out. The movie is gonna be in excess of 3 hours. If
3
rumors
hours
are to
and
be,
2 minutes.
I heard 7.
Oh,
But
wow.
it was 2. It's 2. It's actually, yeah. So,
What, including credits?
No, I don't think so.
know.
I don't think so. I don't know.
but this is a huge movie. This
Massive,
marks
massive.
the end of what is now being called the Infinity Saga.
Wow.
So
Okay,
forward
20
from this
years.
point, it's gonna be new stories, new heroes, putting certain storylines to bed.
Man.
Just marking a new dawn.
You
This
better
is like the
go.
sunset on the Marvel 20. This is the 21st movie.
20.
10
How many years? How many years?
Sunset on 10 years worth of storylines. So much is being packed into this movie. Hence why it's this long. It could be longer. I wouldn't care. I'll stay there with my sleeping bag over. I'm ready with my snacks inside my sleeping bag. You know, let's do that. But I'm ready.
2 questions for you. 2 questions.
Go on.
1, are you guys prepared for this to be the end? Second question, who's gonna die?
Alright, I'll answer the first question. Am I prepared for this to be the end? As Miles said, yes, it's the end of one chapter. As one door closes, another door's going to open.
I don't care
it's
about the other door right now. I'm saying, are you prepared for this door to close and that to be the end of the story? Are you ready?
Of course, but that doesn't necessarily. We're not. Let's just make this clear. We don't know where we're going in the future, so we're not closing the door on all these characters. It's just this particular story, which is going to end. Obviously, there's going to be big implications. Not all our heroes are going to make it. We know certain actors' contracts are up and they're not signing, so you know we're not going to go into that. But we know certain characters are no longer going to be with us. But it's not the end.
Yeah,
It's the end of this story, and I am happy to see this story conclude. Definitely.
And the things that make a story good, one of the things is the end.
Yeah.
So if a story goes on for too long, then it's a bit like, where's this going? But this is the end. How it ends will define how we look back on this in the future.
I hear what you guys are saying, and I agree with you. But for me, I think, like everyone, you know, one of the first if you don't see the Marvel films from the very start, one of the first ones you still see is Iron Man. Yeah, it's one of the first films, and it's still to this date one of the best films. Easy. That was such a great introduction to Iron Man. I'm not ready to see Iron Man die. I'm not ready to see him die.
He's not going to die.
Iron Man's going
to be the hero.
He is going to be the hero, but he's going to die.
Not by sacrifice.
He's going to die. He's going to die.
That's Cap's job.
No, accept it. He's going to die.
Cap is going to die trying to save
Iron Man's going to die. Listen, viewers, let us know who do you think is going to die. Cap, Iron Man, none of them.
In our Avengers Endgame trailer reaction, I did also say that Cap would die. So that's my prediction. I think he's going to die.
I think Cap's going to die. I think Iron Man.
I think
only because of what Doctor Strange said.
I think he's going to die, and also because I feel like more or less they've done as much as they can really do with the character.
His story's done now.
Even with Tony, they've done a lot with him, so even though I think he won't die, he'll just take more of a kind of backseat role.
Yeah, he can still be a mentor, he can still pop up in other movies.
As much as they can do with Cap. I know he won't be, but I will personally be sad to see him go. But I think he deserves a heroic death, and I think that death is coming this time. We'll see if I'm right or not.
We'll find out soon.
But Endgame is released on the 25th of April, and
And we will be there opening weekend.
100%. But
opening minute, opening second, we'll be there.
Might even be there second night.
We're gonna do a little.
Will I be showered? That'll be debatable, but I will be there.
No, there's no debate. You're gonna be showered.
I'll be there.
Yeah, you're gonna be showered.
I'll be there.
Showered.
We are also planning something special on our review, so make sure you check that out.
Make sure you check that out.
Little skits.
I've got mine sorted as well. I'll share it after. I don't want to give it away yet to everyone listening.
If you want to check out our Avengers Infinity War review, which was done live at the cinema on the night, emotions were high. We had a few funny little skits. We had some good feedback for that. So if you haven't seen that, please go to youtube.com/Agents of Screen and you can check out our Avengers Infinity War review. It's a little recap. It'll get you in the mood. And we're also going to do a similar thing for Endgame.
What kind of mood?
The mood for Endgame.
All my emotions, I'll be anticipating, I'll be aroused, I'll be excited.
Yeah, make sure you shower.
Definitely, I told you. If I don't shower, I'll have wet wipes, so it'll work out either way.
I've heard about that. I've just not discussed.
Fair enough.
So that's it for April's movie reviews. I said there's 5 movies
it's gonna be a good
there
month.
for you to pick from. There is, I mean, if you're not gonna, if for some strange reason you're not gonna see Endgame,
come on.
There's a movie in April
Why would you
for
even
everyone.
say that?
There is a movie in April for everyone.
Yeah, Endgame.
So if you're a horror fan,
Endgame.
if you're a superhero fan,
Endgame.
Endgame. Anything else happening in April that's worthwhile?
Of course,
mate.
Of course.
Listen, it's not coming anymore. It's here.
Are you talking about winter?
Winter is here.
It's a bit sunny outside.
Mate, winter's here.
And it's sunny in the background too.
Winter,
the clouds and stuff.
winter is here.
How's the background just changed?
No, listen, it's winter. I told you it's winter.
No, it's sunny. Clouds.
It's winter.
Sunny. Anyways. But yeah, huge. Some people would argue that they're looking forward to this more than Avengers. Some would say, not me.
Send them people.
Some
to
would
me.
say.
Oh, actually,
Question.
You know what?
Question.
That's a good.
No, but the thing that we're talking about is none other than the final season
Game of Thrones.
of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Listen, I gotta be honest here. If you said to me now, you got one choice here. You can either watch the final season of Game of Thrones and never watch Endgame, or you can watch Endgame and never see the final season. I'm not sure which one I choose.
I'm
not sure which one I choose.
I'm not answering that. I'm sorry.
I'm not asking. I'm just saying.
I'll take Endgame.
Oof! Wow, you said you
I'm
wouldn't.
gonna watch it Endgame.
Anyway, Game of Thrones.
Game of
Can't
Thrones,
wait.
yeah, that's coming to an
big.
end as well.
Finally back. We waited a long time for this.
When's that? When's
The
the
14th of April.
14th of April? Yeah.
Feature length episodes.
Jeez.
So it'll be difficult, we're already gonna be on an emotional roller coaster once Game of Thrones start. Is it weekly?
Weekly, yeah.
So it's probably gonna coincide with
There's 8
Avengers
episodes
on
of
one of the weeks, so it's gonna be
clash. It's gonna clash at some point.
so.
It's gonna be an emotional month.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, proper.
But
Proper.
yeah,
Can't
Game of
wait.
Thrones, of course. How's it ending then? Predictions, quick one. I think we might be doing.
I'm gonna throw a curveball out there.
Go on.
Tyrion.
On the throne, yeah.
Tyrion on the throne. Because my man, I'm telling you now, my man's a Targaryen. I'm telling you.
Who's the target?
Tyrion's a target.
I'm telling you.
Don't know about that.
His dad is not the Lannister.
That would make
That's not
sense.
his dad.
That's not Tywin Lannister. But then,
That's why Tywin
hates him.
hated him so much, because it's not his.
So why did he keep him and accept him?
Because he's still the son of.
No, because
Nah, I'm telling you, man.
the wife died because of that. Yeah.
Yeah, he
So
died
it's not
during.
like-
He died. She died
So
during
it's not like
childbirth.
he could. These Lannisters don't play, do they? So it's not like, let me keep your son around. She's gone. Get rid of him.
I'm telling you.
I don't
You
know
will
about that.
season
Wanted
8.
to.
Season 8. You will see Tyrion riding on a dragon.
Is that a pause?
No, it's not. I'll ride a dragon.
Fair enough.
Why are you sticking your tongue out?
Who do I think is going to sit in the front? I just don't know. I
Okay.
honestly don't know. It can go a number of ways. And the thing is, we're talking about the throne. Who's going to stop the Night King? Oh, good. Yeah, go on then. Sit on the throne. Then what? The
Don't
Night
say
King
that.
comes and takes over.
Mad.
So
Man, they must have
Is it a
mined a
different
lot of
question
dragon
to say
glass.
who you think will sit on the throne and who you want to sit on the throne?
2 different questions. Yeah. Who do you think and who do you want?
I don't have a prediction of who I think all want, but as I said in one of our trailer reactions for the teaser for the final season, I think Daenerys is going to be pregnant.
Yeah, definitely.
With John.
Well, but hang on. That would be mad, you know, because she can't get pregnant.
Well, she can.
No, but
she can't.
But she can't. So for her to get pregnant by John would be all kinds of mad.
Well, it's a miracle.
Yeah, well, in the first season, quickly, I'll just wrap this up. But in the first season, she, in order to try and save Khal Drogo's life, she makes a sacrifice. But unknowingly, she sacrifices the life of her unborn child, and as a result, she then sacrifices her ability to have children, period. But the witch or a sorceress or whoever done that, can't remember her name, it's not important.
The other one, yeah.
She said that she will never be able to have children until the oceans freeze over. She says other things as well, but that was an important line. And now winter's here.
Frozen.
The oceans are frozen.
The white wall's down.
Ah, crazy. Crazy.
Ice dragons.
And where the hell was Jamie going?
He's with
he left Cersei's side, didn't he?
Yeah.
He left.
He's gonna kill Cersei.
You reckon?
Believe too.
Crazy.
Or she's gonna kill him.
Crazy.
And a quick tie. The person who's directing Hellboy, he directed 2 episodes of Game of Thrones.
Okay.
He directed the Blackwater episode, and he directed the Watchers of the Wall episode. The Blackwater's one when they were fighting on the wall. Yeah. They had that little green fire thing. That one. So that's a possible thing. But yeah, Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Good. April's going to be a good month, I think.
Anything else in April worthwhile?
I think we've covered it.
Worth to mention?
We've covered it all.
I think we covered it all too.
Yeah.
Well, then that has been your April edition of the Monthly Reel. It's going to be a big April.
Jeez.
There's a lot of stuff to watch. There's a lot of stuff to digest. But guess what? We're going to do it all.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
So the content for April is going to be out there. Please check it out at youtube.com/Agents of S.C.R.E.E.N. Going back to the Game of Thrones, there's a possibility we'll be breaking down each Game of Thrones episode.
Hopefully.
If that can come through, we'll be doing that. We'll be doing it on the podcast. So if you're listening to this in your ears now, you know how to get the podcast. If you're watching it on YouTube, please check out our podcast on Spotify, on iTunes. In fact, anywhere you get your podcast, just type in
Google.
Agents of S.C.R.E.E.N. Type it in Google.
Yeah.
Type it in your app. I think my app is called, some pod something, where you can collate all the podcasts. I don't know, something like that. But my point is, on your phone, wherever you get your podcast, Agents of S.C.R.E.E.N., we're going to break that down for you. You also get these shows.
Mm-hmm.
You can find us on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook.com/what?
Agents of S.C.R.E.E.N.
Come on,
you can find us on Instagram as well.
Instagram,
at Agents of S.C.R.E.E.N.
Agents of S.C.R.E.E.N.
You can find us on Twitter as well. Give us a tweet at Agents of S.C.R.E.E.N. If you're listening to this on podcast and audio, thank you for listening. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you for listening.
See you soon.
Thank you for all your viewership from before and into the future. Make sure you stick with us.
We're going to shout out all 17.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All 17.
Yeah, all 17 of you. Ethan, big shout out. Yeah, Alicia, big shout out. Any more?
Vivian, 17? Of course.
Vivian.
Love you, babe.
Oh, wow. Alright, cool. Wrap it up. Let's let Miles get back to Vivian.
Alright, thank you very much.
Till next time.
Peace.